I'm Rafał Bartoszewski. I've lived in a city for all my life, but I always knew that the best and the most important things are outside. That's why I want to take you. Closer to the nature. The spiders most often appear in the horror movies or nightmares because many people are scared of them. They are not the most beautiful animals, and additionally they are perfect predators, so maybe that's why they can arouse fear in our subconsciousness. Even if we are scared of them, there are some species that stand out among others because of their appearance, and we should admit that they are at least pretty. The spider which I look for this time likes sunny meadows, warm and wet. In contrast to wolf spiders, it doesn't belong to running spiders, and it builds web in low vegetation not too high above the ground. The wasp spider belongs to the species that look different than most of the spiders which we meet every day. Its appearance still can cause a goosebumps, but it has something that others don't. The next spider, and this time it's a female again. How do I know that? Because it's quite big. Males are clearly smaller than females, so if we find this species in the wild, most often we'll find females, because they have big characteristic abdomen that attracts attention. Two most characteristic things in this species are, first, this yellow and black abdomen, and the second, the white strand of silk passing through the middle of the web, which creates a pronounced zigzag. It doesn't have a decorative function, but it strengthens the trap. Different types of Orthoptera or even dragonflies can be caught by a web, especially not high above the ground and in a place like that, so strand can be useful. It is a frequently repeated theory, but scientists are not sure if it is right, and it is hard to say if this zigzag on the web doesn't have a different function. It is possible that spiders created to attract the bigger amount of insects because it reflects more UV light. This dispute has not been resolved yet. But when the prey fall into the trap, the wasp spider, which was waiting for it right in the center of the web, wrap it with the silk immediately, and after that it injects a venom to kill it. The issue of the colors of the spider is also not obvious. When we look at it, we can think that they are a good camouflage for it in the low vegetation that surrounds it, but probably such colors are responsible for his hunting success, because they can be interesting for the insects and they can attract them straight into the trap. Although the most visible are the colorful stripes on the spider's abdomen, it's also worth to look at the silver hair that covers its cephalothorax. When I found this female, I quickly saw that there were more wasp spiders. It's a quite typical situation because you can often meet these spiders in bigger amounts in the given area. I don't see the males, but they are easy to be overlooked. The mating season of these spiders falls in the middle of the summer, and it's a time when the male tries to get closer to the female to pass the genes to the next generation. If he is lucky, she will accept his intentions, but at the same time it will be the end of the poor male. During the copulation or right after it, the female will eat him. They escape very rarely. But this species doesn't use the silk only for hunting, and like the previous species which we were observing, it creates egg sacs which are shelters for youngs, at first for the eggs and then for the youngs. There are a big amount of them because at the end of the summer the female can lay even a few hundreds of eggs. Like I said before, they are inside of the thick egg sac and it is attached to the plant. The youngs leave the eggs after a month, but the egg sac is a safe shelter for them and they will leave it next year in spring. They will spend the winter inside of it and it will protect them against the hardships of cold months. Unfortunately, the adult spiders don't have such a shelter and they die when the winter arrives. The female of wasp spider, as beautiful as scary.